Welcome back. Now, for the first time since this year, Nigeria's foreign exchange reserve is set to have grown to $26.19 billion at 24th of August, representing a $595 million increase. Now, what would this mean for the FX market and, of course, the commodities market? Let's bring in Desola Sumoni, research analyst with Financial Derivatives Company here in Lagos, to talk to us. Good afternoon, Desola.
Good afternoon, Chimeze.
Right, we've seen the foreign reserve up by about 2.34%. What would this mean for the foreign exchange market? How would that help the Naira?
Thanks for that question. The level of Nigeria's external reserves has decreased actually by about 9.6% year to date, and that's $2.8 billion. So in the course of the year, we've seen minor accretions here and there, but the most recent, the one you're talking about, is the most significant and the largest. And this was driven mainly by an inflow of foreign investors into our fixed income market. So the initial effect is that, we saw the Naira appreciate in the IFM following the inflow of the $537 million. But except there is a sustained inflow of foreign investments into the Nigerian economy, we do not expect any significant effect on the external reserves, the exchange rates, and the commodities markets.
Okay, looking at the consumer goods now, that has remained stable, perhaps waiting for Naira-dollar equilibrium before adjusting. We've seen the reserve up a little bit. What is this latest development? What impact would that also have on domestic commodity prices?
In my opinion, I don't think that the 2.3% accretion in the external reserves would have any significant impact on the domestic commodities. I don't think it's going to have any significant impact. That's just what I feel about it.
Okay, another burning issue is also the 8 banks now that have remained suspended from forex operation. How has that impacted on commodities market, and what are we likely to see if and when the ban is lifted?
Okay, let me start by saying the immediate effect of the banning of the 8 banks was the depreciation in the Naira to record lows at both the interbank market and the private market. So the exclusion of these banks has caused supply bottlenecks at the interbank market, and we have seen the knock-on effects on the private market rates. So the banning of the 8 banks, we've seen supply bottlenecks, the Naira depreciated to record lows at both the interbank market and the private market. So this has this will cause prices in the domestic commodities to go higher if the CBN does not lift up the suspension soon, because now the dollar is at the private market, the exchange rate is 414 Naira, or 412 Naira, forgive me, at the private market. So except the suspension is lifted, and if this exchange rate cost persists for a long time, then we're going to see the effect on domestic commodity prices.
Right, just before I let you go, Desola, the inflation data and of course the GDP data is being expected that's tomorrow, Wednesday. You already have a projection of about a 17.4% hike. Do you still see that happening by the time the figures are released tomorrow?
Yeah, we maintain our projection that inflation would edge higher to 17.4%, and GDP would be negative about 1% or 2%, thereby confirming that Nigeria is technically in a recession. So we maintain our forecast. That's the situation of things.
All right, thank you very much, Desola. Thank you for your time. That was Desola Sumoni, research analyst at Financial Derivatives Company here in Lagos. And with that, we draw the curtain on today's edition of the program. Thank you very much for being part of it. I'm Chimeze Obi Wago. Have a good afternoon.